Good morning, fellow custodians and YouTubers. I just want to make a video today on this Labor Day. Why, y'all not at work? Labor Day's for laboring. That's what I had a boss tell me one time. Wasn't here in the school system, it was a previous job that I had. He said, "Hey man, boss man, we're going to be off Monday. We're going to be off Labor Day." You kidding? Labor Day's for laboring. We're going to labor. So, I'm going to labor today, but I'm not going to labor real hard. I'm the only one here. Got so many holidays we have to work, and I choose to put this one in because when summertime comes, personal days and vacation days, man, I take advantage of them. So, today we're going to cover two things. The first thing that I'm going to do, because I'm going to save all the talking for after the video, but we're going to show you what to do when you walk into a bathroom and a commode is full of toilet paper or full of stuff. I had a viewer actually ask, it was their new custodian, I don't even remember who it was, I'd give a shout out to you, but anyway, they wanted to know how you unclog the commode or got a lot of paper out of the commode without gloving it. And this is something I've been doing for years. It's really not that hard to do. It just takes just a little patience, and this happens quite often. You know, we've been in school a week and a half with kids, and I've already had this issue happen a couple of times already. Kids just put too much stuff in the commode sometimes, and it causes a problem. The good thing about this video is this is going to be fresh, clean toilet paper, and we don't have to deal with all the gross mess that goes along with it. You just have to suck it up, buttercup, and deal with that, and walk away from it when you're done and forget about it, and you're good to go. So let's step in the bathroom and show you how we do this. We've all had this dreaded feeling right here. We walk in and we see that, and then we see this. Okay, and I know if I flush this, it's probably going to boil over. So I'm going to take a chance here, see what happens. Okay, and that's usually what happens right there. 90% of the time, unless you're one of those custodians that keeps a plunger on your card at all times, you're not going to have a plunger. So what I do I go get gloves? That's too big to force down with my plunger. So what I do? Well, guys, what I do is I lift the lid. Alright, I take my plunger. It's going to be kind of hard to do one-handed. I can tell already. So I'm going to use my foot. So what I do is I do that, and I flush. See how I pull that over to the side? Okay? I got my water going. And I flushed. Okay, say for instance that it doesn't go down. What I do is I pull over to the side, and I let a little bit at a time go down as I flush, and I hold some paper back, okay, until it goes down. I just keep working that until it goes. And then after I get done, if I need to give it a good plunging, I plunge it. But I always give her one more flush before you leave this stall to make sure that everything's good to go. Alright. That's pretty much it. Any old plunger will work. We got these Ace Hardware plungers right here. But that's basically how you do it. If you have gunk in there and stuff that's unpleasant to deal with along with this, you know, you have to work with that as well. And it's just not a pleasant experience, but it's just something we have to deal with. Always give your plunger a good cleaning out, a good cleaning with this before you leave the bathroom. And I always like to spray mine down really good with my bathroom cleaner disinfectant, wash it out in the sink, whatever I need to do, where that thing won't be all funky and nasty. And I'm going to show you another plunger for something else. Okay, you see these two little plungers right here? These are for sinks. and sinks only. I try to keep one in each closet. I really like this little plunger right here. This is actually Confirmation Hardware, and I got sinks only. Wrote on that, got my name on it. I don't know if you can see that. But, you know, you have sinks in the classroom, sinks in the bathrooms. I don't want to take that plunger that I just used on that nasty commode and take it and put it in a classroom sink or somewhere. So next time you get a PO number, or the school ever how you order supplies or how you get extra stuff like this, it's a good idea, you know, to pick up a good plunger, small one for doing your classroom sinks if you have that kind of issue. This one right here, you know, it's old timey. This was the first one I bought. This one right here, that shape right there, it really does a really good job about unplugging the sinks. Now, you may be asking the question in your mind, if you've thought about this, is what about the urinals? They're so small. They can be a challenge in themselves when somebody drops something down the urinals. I don't see my grippers. Yes, I do. These little bad boys right here, they are really good about going and getting some stuff out of the urinals. Even the commode, if a kid drops a Coke bottle or something that shouldn't go down in the commode, that you can get with the grippers out, that's solid, that needs to come out, those are a good thing too. Just always disinfect your grippers when you get done. I've had kids go in and drop their drawers and sit on the urinal. Young boys, especially when I was custodian in kindergarten school, and they leave you nice something in there. How do you get that out? Well, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. I have actually poured a biochemical in the urinal before, and I have wrapped the urinal in a bag, and I have let nature take its course. And as things dissolved, I flushed it away. If you have a commode style urinal that has a hole big enough for that. If you have these urinals that's just has these little screens and little metal drains on the top, stuff like that, the best way I found it, and that's I kind of have to psych myself out for this, because that's when you have to put a glove on. Then I take 2 garbage bags, and I put the glove on, I put my hand in the garbage bag, and then I reach in, and then grab whatever needs to be grabbed, and I pull, and everything's inside the bag, and then I tie the bag up, take it straight to the dumpster, unglove all that stuff, and wash. And like I say, just try to walk away and forget about it and just move on, because that's just stuff that we have to deal with as custodians sometimes, because it happens. I've had things be thrown down the urinals before. When I transferred to the school that I'm at right now, I had a urinal that would not flush. We dealt with that thing for a year. We run the snake down it. We done everything. We ended up having to take that thing off the wall. It had a bottle cap in it. And it was just spinning in there and hanging stuff all the time. We took that out, and everything was fine. So it's just things that we have to deal with these commode issues sometimes. We had an issue several years ago. We had kids flushing apples down the commode. Well, eventually they will go down as they rot and deteriorate, but if they get hung up in that P-trap, it takes a while. And so that was an issue. I've had rocks, money. I've actually have a video on my channel here. It talks about going through the change. It's a corny video I made. There was a quarter in the bottom of the commode last year, just sitting there. So yeah, it's just things you have to deal with. But a lot of times the plungers do the work. You know, pull that paper to the side. Just, you know, if you don't have to glove it, I say don't glove it. I just can't handle that kind of stuff. It kind of grosses me out. All right. This has been a very interesting school year. You know, we started back in March, and when all this stuff hit, it's just been really crazy. Well, as we have come back to school, we are wearing masks and shields, and I personally don't wear a mask. I'll show you what I wear. And they was, want us to wear a mask, and I tried my best to wear a mask. Working in these stairwells, as hot as it is, has been really hard. A couple of weeks ago, when kids come back and I was trying to wear the mask, I was hyperventilating. I was trying to clean bathrooms, and it was coming off, and I had these nasty bathroom gloves on, and I'm touching my mask, my glasses are fogging up, and I'm just like, I'm not a happy camper. That was a rough day. So I tried a different mask the next day, and that wasn't working. So our school system allows us to wear shields without a mask. And I tried the shield that the school system provided, and it was a band that fits around your head. Well, that was giving me a headache. So that's not working. So now I wear a mask with glasses, and I didn't think this was going to work, but this fits over my glasses. Now I do have to push it up from time to time, and it does distort your voice a little bit, but I'm able to wear this. I take my shoulders, I'm working, I'm pushing it up right here, but I usually just take my shoulder and I push this thing up if it starts sliding. So that's been a challenge for this year, and I really didn't realize how much this helps. This is something actually that when I'm cleaning bathrooms I may wear from now on. I can't believe how much splatter comes up on toward my face area when I'm cleaning the bathrooms. It's really hard to believe, stuff you don't even feel, and it really is amazing how much gets in here off of me talking and stuff. Of course, I slobber like I don't know what when I'm talking anyway. But anyway, that's been a challenge. The scheduling it's horrendous. We're eating lunch in the classrooms this year. Just on my side of the school where I work, we got close to 1,000 students. We got we got 4 classrooms on this side. It's virtual, so that's minus 4 rooms that we have. Teachers are here, but we got virtual classes, but the students that are here, we're having lunch in the classroom, breakfast in the classroom, snacks in the classroom. The amount of cleaning that we're having to do as far as food stuff is horrendous. And I don't want to say it's just totally out of control, but compared to what we're used to, it seems like a lot more. It's like my stairwells. Usually I can get by without mopping them that often because we just have a lot of dirt, but I'm having to mop them quite often now because of them carrying trays up and down the stairs and it's spilling. And we have a guy that works in the lunchroom that's coming around picking garbage up. Well, he has to be back in the lunchroom at a certain time. Well, in my hall, I have late lunches, so they're not getting their garbage out till 1 or so, and he already has to be back in the lunchroom doing duties in the kitchen and stuff in there. So I pick up the lunch garbage on my hall, but he picks up some garbage throughout the day on my hall in order to make that kind of equal out, and that does help out a whole lot because the last few weeks we haven't been having anything outside the classroom except PE, and that doesn't give us very much time to get in there and clean floors, and that's just been a real issue. Last Monday and Tuesday I was running from the time I got here to the time I left, sit down and swallowed some lunch, and I was wore out by Wednesday. And things got better Thursday and Friday, besides me turning the mop bucket over in the custodian closet Friday with no draining the floor. That was a lot of fun. Trying to get that up. Then you got stuff. You know how we are. We put stuff in the corner, broom handles, and all that kind of stuff we don't never use. Well, guess where the water's going to run? Yeah, to those areas. So that's been a good challenge within itself. But trying to keep our spirits up and doing what we should do, guys. We're gonna make it through this. We long for normalcy. We long for things to be better, and I believe they will be over time. Or we're just going to get so used to it that it doesn't bother us anymore because we just adapt to things. I don't know that I'm ever going to get used to wearing masks and shields at work. That's just hard. That's tough. But anyway, as far as everything else in our system, it's going well. I hope the same is true for all of you guys. I hope things are going well for you, and I hope you're able to get out there and do an efficient enough job with what you do. We have a crew that comes in at night. We leave all of our classroom doors open, and they got an outside company at this point until January that is coming in and sanitizing our school, that's spraying our school for us with these big backpack systems. We have a Clorox system that the schools have purchased, and they brought it last week, and I've got trained on that. And come January, if we're still doing these kind of things, Custodians they're going to put on another shift. He's going to be responsible for sanitizing our schools with fogging machines. And so we have Custodians that's already doing that, plus an outside company. We actually have Custodians that sanitizing buses, and we have so many buses, they say it takes about 4 hours to sanitize these buses. So it's just a real challenging time. So said all of that, we've unclogged the modes, we've talked about a crazy year. Share in the comments about your experiences in your bathrooms with your commodes. Share in the comments of your experience this year with this COVID mess we're dealing with, and how things are going. What's your schedule like? What are some challenges? What are some things that you found that works, it's easier? Share those things. If you have some things that you would like for me to video or maybe work on that I possibly can, that you have questions about or anything, that's what we're here for, guys, is to help each other out, because I don't know everything, and I learn from other people, and I just want to pass that information on. So I just tell you to go out there, sweep some floors, dust mop some floors, take out some garbage, clean some bathrooms, because you know good and well in 5 minutes you're gonna have to do it again. Well, happy Friday. Don't you just love custodial closets that don't have a drain in the floor? When you push your card in and you hit the door handle with your mop bucket handle, and you dump it in the floor, and now all the water wants to run under stuff that you never touch in your closet instead of running next to the sink or somewhere, and you have to get this up. Happy Friday. Just mask up, folks. It's gonna be a wild one.